ever athlete from Michigan on the program for high school as Buchanan Chloe Aafls stands in here as we talk about her career here at Buchanan for the Bucks. So, uh, Chloe, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing great here. So, how did you get in the game of volleyball?
It all started. My mom put me in Spiker League at a little club called Crush. So it was in like probably sixth grade, fifth grade, around then. Then I started playing travel after Spiker League, and I got into high school, made varsity my first year. I used to be a setter, so I changed to an outside hitter about, I'd say, eighth grade. So I've been an outside hitter ever since. So yeah.
Absolutely. So, we kind of talked a little bit off air about the recruitment process and you're trying to find a school with a great nursing program because that's something you want to do. So, how is that kind of going?
It's going good. I've been talking to a couple schools. I've been talking to Southwestern Michigan College. They have a like one of the top 10 nursing programs in Michigan. So I was thinking about maybe doing a 2 year there and switching to kind of a bigger college after 2 years. Um, I've also been thinking about a college in maybe like North Carolina. I have family there, so that would be a good option too. Yeah, I'm still looking at my options, not completely decided on where I want to go, but yeah.
Absolutely. So, we kind of talked about the AU scene. So, how did the AU scene kind of help you develop for be able to start as a freshman?
Um, it really just honestly helped. It shaped me into like being a good player. Um, I don't know, it's hard to put it into words, honestly. I just loved volleyball from the beginning and it just shaped me into the person I am. It gave me the momentum and motivation to kind of shaped me as a player and as a teammate and a person and a friend. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, what are some team goals for you guys this year, and have you accomplished some of them already?
Yes. So every season we make goals for ourselves before even our first game. So we just met our first goal yesterday actually of winning conference. So our next goal is districts and that will start in 2 weeks. So we'll just work from where we are right now and we'll keep working hard at practice. And then after districts is regionals is up next. That's one of our biggest goals is getting past regionals because we've these past few years we've just cut it a little bit short in like the championship regional championship. So we're hoping to make it a little farther this year.
So, kind of going into that conference, the Wolverine conference. So, how was that playing in that conference?
It was very fun. I feel like our team, we have such a drive to win. So we have a goal, we work for that goal. We go into the tournament and we're already thinking like we need to get to the next step. So we're always just like thinking about what's next. And we're obviously focusing on what we're doing now, but I feel like we all just have so much momentum and energy. Like yesterday, we were all so excited. We were always had high energy. We didn't really drop into any ruts or anything. I'm actually really proud of how we played yesterday. So,
Okay, solid, solid. So,
mhm.
going through the districts and all that. So, that's kind of like our sectional down here in Indiana.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what's that like knowing that other states so close from home are
Mhm.
going to probably play their state championship before you guys get even with your district?
Mhm. It's good to watch like them because it kind of looks like that could be us in a couple of weeks. So it's kind of like we can look at these teams and kind of know what to expect because our division, we're Division 2 for Michigan. There's a lot of like bigger schools that we would play, and we're a pretty small school, but our volleyball program has always been really good. So we look at these Indiana schools and we're thinking like, okay, these schools that we're gonna play are probably gonna be pretty similar to this. So it's really cool to just kind of see that ahead of time.
Absolutely. It's got like a Chesterton and Penn occasionally.
Yeah,
I just say
yeah.
a network broadcast or something like that. They kind
Mhm.
of see um, what big outside hitter that you might have to go against, what's the blocking, kind of similar to what you're probably going to face with a bigger school. But what are some things that makes you one of the best outside hitters in the state?
I think that one of the biggest things is probably the energy that I have, and I get very competitive when I play. So I go into the game, I'm immediately locked in. I have to like be locked in. And I feel like it's good because I'm not the only one on my team that's like that. So like everyone around me like feeds into it. And honestly, I think that the effort I put in at practice, like off season, I'm always like on my phone watching film. You'll see me at school on like watching film. I love volleyball. I really do think it's just the love that I have for the sport and the dedication that I can't see myself not playing. So, yeah, just the person I am really. My personality is just all has something to do with volleyball. I think it really just projects how I am on the court.
Okay, solid. So, what was
Mm.
that transition from setter to outside hitter? How did that kind of go through?
Okay. So, I remember I was in like middle school and I remember a very specific moment. I was setting and then um I started setting in a game, and then my coach was like, "Oh, Chloe, how about you like play outside, and we'll let this other person set." And I was like, "Okay." I was so excited. I always loved hitting at practice. It like came naturally to me, like my arm swing and everything. So I kind of started hitting more, and then my coach is like, we're gonna put you as outside. We have this other girl, she can set." And I'm like, "Okay." So ever since then, I've just loved outside hitter. I don't know. It all kind of happened really fast, but it's very different. 100% very different. But
So, does that kind of help you as an outside hitter for kind of reading what the setter's going
yeah,
to do?
yeah, it does a lot actually.
Okay. So, what is kind of your favorite subject currently in school?
Let's see. Well, in school, I only have 3 classes at my school right now. I'm doing an internship at the hospital. So, if I would say that is my favorite, but at this school, I'd probably say my favorite is English. I really like writing and reading. Reading is one of my favorite things to do in my free time. So,
Okay, solid. So, what are some kind of superstition or good luck charm do you bring to the court?
hmm. Um, I always have to have like my hair like it used to be for travel. It's always like my hair has to be up in a bun. And I also have to eat very little before games are up, like in the mornings, or I like feel weird on the court. But um, in the locker room, we'll all like have these quotes and we'll like read our quotes. So that's like kind of a superstition thing that we have going on for our team.
Okay. So, what was it like hitting that 1,000 kills mark?
Oh my gosh, honestly, it was such a monumental moment because ever since I was in like 8th grade going into my freshman year, we had to write these little notes to our like future selves. And my number one goal has always been to like get my 1,000 kills, make varsity as a freshman. Like, and it's really hitting me now that I'm a senior and like all my hard work is paid off. And it was just so happy to me and heart feeling to know that my team has helped me get to the point I am. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, what is your three dream schools to play at of volleyball someday in the future?
Okay. My dream schools, I definitely like always thought about UNCW, University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Those two are like top for me because my family lives down there and they've always been like, "Oh, Chloe, you should come down here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I really want to." Another one is like Grand Valley. I love it up there. I've family that goes up there and goes to college up there, cousins and stuff. And then Notre Dame, I've always like gone and watched their volleyball game, so that would be cool if maybe I could go there, but yeah.
I mean, you gotta start talking to some of these
I
people.
know. I know, 100%.
So Field Level app is a great app for that. To kind
Yeah.
of start kind of going and um, hopefully we get sponsorship. That's why I'm plugging it right now. So,
Yeah.
but that's a great one to kind of start talking to college coaches or
Mhm.
even have your stats. So um, broadcasters like me can kind of be like, hey, so this is a person who can kind of float around and kind of go through um, and kind of with that hustle, a lot of division
Mhm.
kind of talked about and stuff along that lines that we've done over the years. But nonetheless, okay. So kind of talk about that transition from freshman to sophomore year.
Okay, so my freshman year, I'm kind of like I'm the newbie on the team, but I want to play. Like I worked so hard at practice every single day. And even though if like from my freshman to sophomore year, I grew as not only like a player, but my like a teammate too, right? And my confidence level just shot way up because my hard work from my freshman year and my sophomore year was all coming together and it was paying off on the court and everything. And I also feel like um, our program just like kept growing. We got a lot of like really good players. So just the environment was a lot better and the team was a lot better and yeah, it was a good environment to be around.
I mean, it's a very good sports town. I mean, national motocross is up there in Buchanan.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
um, it's a good sports town. It's a
Mhm.
small town. I mean, but what are some kind of aspects that you kind of like about kind of like small town atmosphere and kind of along that lines?
Something that I really like is like you go out to the store and you see someone you know. Like everyone knows everyone in these small towns, which it can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing too. But I see it as mostly a good thing. I love like going out and having small conversations with people anywhere. You walk on the street and you see one of your best friends. It's a pretty small town here. And I like it a lot.
Okay.
Mm.
So now we're going to go into our hot corner, our last segment for today here, Chloe. No puns intended here on Regan's Corner, nonetheless. We're going to get to know you a little bit more. So,
Mhm.
okay, who is your favorite college team?
Definitely Nebraska. I love them.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
I mean, that makes sense with the volleyball. I mean,
Yeah.
um, so let's see here. Okay, Michigan football or ND football?
I probably Notre Dame. I feel like I'm not a super big college football girl, but I feel like I can see myself watching more Notre Dame football games than Michigan. So,
Okay, okay. I just had to ask because you're in the like middle of that.
yeah, I am. I'm kind of right in between.
So, what is the go-to fast food place?
Fast food. Definitely probably Taco Bell. We just got a Taco Bell in Buchanan, so everyone's always there. So I'm really happy we got one.
Okay. Let's see here. Trying to think. Okay, so what is your favorite part about being on the volleyball court?
Honestly, probably just the energy and the excitement that we all get. It's just so it doesn't feel like I'm being forced to go out on a volleyball court and play a game. We're all getting so excited every single point. It's like we go crazy and it's just so fun, honestly.
Absolutely. So, if you had the choice, would you want to be a Roadrunner or a Laker?
Mm, probably a road runner,
Okay.
I think. Hmm. I don't know, actually. That's a really hard question.
I mean, both good options. I mean, very close to
Yeah.
live. I mean, let's see here. Okay, what is the go-to like show that you want to binge or something like that in your off days when you get
Um, Probably I've watched Grey's Anatomy like 3 times, if not more.
okay? Well, welcome to our athletes program here on Regan Scoring Sports Network, and you're always welcome. Just send us a DM, and shoot, if you want to, I mean, with all that nursing stuff, you probably won't have time for this, but if you want to set up a podcast for us with us too, you can get
Yeah.
out there even more. We're very much open to that as well because we're trying to get Abby Lane from Penn to do the same thing.
Mhm.
But if that's something you're interested in, just DM me. Be like, hey, I'm interested in running a podcast through you guys and stuff like that, and we can kind of go through it. It'd be similar to what we just did here.
Yeah,
But
100%. Sounds so fun.
so thank you for coming on, and yeah.
Thank you.